Hello guys, how are we doing? I have a bit of a different video for you today where I'm going to be reacting to my first ever Vanguard ranked YouTube gameplay, which is actually my second placement game. I think I got absolutely riddled in the first game. So the second game I got placed in sort of like an advanced sort of lobby, but I absolutely fry. I go 51 and 17. So yeah, make sure you guys stick around for the video. But we're just going to be talking through how I've improved, and it might actually help you guys out, maybe, I don't know. But in any case, it's going to be interesting to watch. So yeah, before we get into it, however, because I've noticed we've got 28 seconds to load in because I'm playing with old gen probably, you don't see that so much anymore. I just want to say thank you to the support on the last video I uploaded. Currently it's well, I uploaded it yesterday and it's currently got 400 views, just under 400 views, so that's absolutely huge. So for those of you who showed your support on that video, it is appreciated and thank you very much. So Berlin hardpoint. The first thing I've noticed, I'm using an SMG, which is very, very unlike me, and I seem very unsure on my shots. So when I first started, well, on Cold War, I was basically an SMG throughout the whole of it because I don't know, it's just suited my playstyle a lot more. Whereas on this game, I think I've sort of taken up the mantle of an AR. So yeah, and especially on Berlin, P1 Berlin is so easy to hold when you have an AR. Whereas with an SMG, you've sort of got, I don't know, it's doable, but if you're getting beamed with an AR. You know, if you get set up in there with AR, it's almost impossible to break. So, see right there, I think my movement's looking a bit crispy. It looks fine. At the moment, I'd say I'm a bit unsure of where I'm expecting people to be, but I'm assuming that just comes down to not playing quite as much as I have done now. Obviously, with experience, you learn things and where people push, you know, that sort of thing. But my ADS sense seems really high. My sense itself seems a little bit high. I keep getting stuck on things around the map as well, so I'm very, obviously, like that. Like, what am I doing there? There's a bloody desk there. But yeah, I think at the time of recording this, I used to play on like a 10-10 sense with a 1 ADS sense, so quite quick sensitivity. But nowadays, as you guys probably know if you see my settings video, I play on a 9.9 with a 0.7, so I'm a little bit more accurate when I'm ADSing. One thing I don't do here, which is what I should have been doing at the time, is getting the rotations for new. It's very easy to hit this hill even if you're flip spawning the other side. So the next hill's fire. So nowadays what I'd do, I'd be completely focusing on the fire hill, pushing in from that side. Just because you can still approach the hill from this side. There's no better side to spawn on this sort of on this hard point in particular. So I would actually naturally just go for rotation straight away if I was playing this now. Attack from side. Yeah, we're down bad here, and I'm not doing very well myself. But as I say, I go 51 and 17, so make sure you guys stay around, because if you think this is botty gameplay, because it is almost just that, especially with shots like that. Again, my sensitivity just wasn't the one. I've got to admit, I don't think I'm playing the greatest of players here. Obviously, since Vanguard first dropped, since this video launched, really, the map, the player pool for ranked has reduced significantly. I mean, you go on now, you look at, even if you just look at the top 250, the names are completely different. It's gone from pro-am players, like amateur players and known CDL players, to people who've just never heard of, because most of the good players are sort of tired of the game, they're off the game, or, you know. So I think the skill gap, or the difference in skill to high tier play to low tier play was a lot greater when this first dropped, which I think happens, and then only the saddos who enjoy the game and like getting smoked on ranked sort of stayed playing. But so yeah, I think that might be why it's a bit of an easy lobby. And this is my second placement game, and my first placement game I simply got smoked. So I think they've put me in like a sort of a low tier lobby just to see how I get on. I'm playing this hill pretty well. So yeah, my aim is very flicky. That's what, yeah, I haven't got my centering right. I haven't got my aim right. Again, I think that just came from just having a too high sense. But it's good that I recognise that and I've slowed it down a little bit now. So this is a nice little push from me here. I like what I'm doing. Sort of assumed all my teammates had the front side of the hill here. So I'm sort of pushing up P5 just to get a little bit more control. I liked my awareness there, or sort of aware they'd be spawning back sort of here, so I was... That's just unfortunate. And what is nice to see, actually, I'm noticing the team are in game chat. Now, when I don't know whether you guys solo queue at the moment, but when I solo queue, it's very rare for people to speak up in game chat. just because some people are really salty, I sort of get why people don't want to be in game chat. Because if you have a bad game, you get rinsed, and it's just not the one. But yeah, people seem really friendly. I'm seeing a lot of activity in game chat, and you know, I was trying quite hard. I think I got placed in like a higher league after my placement, so I was absolutely sweating my balls off. Let's say. See, I sort of like what I'm doing here. So I've got the whole. I mean, I should have an AR really, but it doesn't really matter what you're shooting them with. They're not even looking at you. But yeah, I've sort of got the whole cut off from their spawn to heal. So I like what I'm doing here. I think the bonus of the difference, because I did this sort of video for Cold War, and I was the difference was staggering between an old video to a new video. So I think what I did on Vanguard, I played a lot of game battles, so I sort of knew the rotation, sort of knew the pushes anyway. So when I jumped into Ranked, I sort of knew the map itself and where to push and how to hold and that sort of thing. So I did have a little bit of an advantage this year because of playing GBs, playing game battles and CNG, that sort of thing. I'll probably try and do that again. You just can't. See, with the high senses, you can beam like that, but it can just be inconsistent. For Modern Warfare, depending on how pubs is and how quickly Ranked is released, I will hopefully try to play a bit of GBs, because I did enjoy that, and you know, win a couple of S&D tournaments here, there, and everywhere. Those shots there were just poor. At least finish a kill, Harry. It's as easy as that. No point getting them both weak. You might as well get a kill there. And hopefully your teammates should trade you. Okay, just unaware. That's all that is. I'm playing very slowly. I'm sort of, although to be fair, that probably paid off. Yeah, I'm in a position right now where any gunfight I take against a good player here is going to have an AR, so I'm going to get beaten. So, good job, I picked up an AR here, because otherwise I wouldn't stand a chance of taking a gunfight. That wasn't a position that SMG should be holding. I don't know what that guy was doing, the poor fella. Yeah, I've got to be careful here, because if I push up on the right-hand side, I'm going to be flipping spawns, and that's not the ideal situation. Well, those spawns seem really sticky. I know Sledgehammer did a lot of ghost. I can't remember what it's called, like ghost updates where they change spawns without telling people, and I think they did it quite a lot throughout the game. So the spawns are a little bit wanky. Watching this back, it's not how I'd predict it nowadays. That's for sure. But again, you're seeing I'm sort of playing the IR role here. I'm sort of at the back blocking spawns. Playing the long-range gunfights. Like, I think the difference to Cold War was that with Cold War at long range, you could really, there wasn't bloom, so if you could hit your shots with a, see, that's just awful shots there. If you could hit your shots with an AK-74U, you were going to get the kill no matter how far you were, because you know it just depended on how many bullets you hit. Essentially, that's all it was, and bloom wasn't a factor. So I think I was sort of used to that sort of playstyle with a sub, and that's probably why I switched over to an automaton. To be fair. Okay, so we're doing okay here. I mean, I might be rotating slightly early. See what I can do with this. Okay, I managed to get all three. I think I got very lucky with the lineup there. Again, I think the difference is the people I'm playing at the moment and the people I end up playing with in rank nowadays are really clued in. Like, these guys are good players. Whereas back in the day, I don't want to be mean, but these guys aren't like the sort of level of players who I'm used to playing now. So if I were to do exactly what I'm doing here, although it's a great gameplay, I go 51 and 17. If I was to do this exact thing in the gameplay nowadays, it wouldn't work. It simply wouldn't work. So I'm doing pretty well here, but I would say one huge mistake. I don't know how it's paying off, but I'm using a sub in the positions in which I should be using an AR. Like right there, what was that? I think my head was a bit too big. Maybe that might be what it was. Oh, lovely packet loss. Look at that. I can still hear the bullet shooting even though I've got to stop shooting. Crikey, they did do some fixes to the servers, which I'm glad about. But blimey, it was awful. It was awful. I'd lose my head. That was one thing that really did limit me before they sort of fixed the connection mostly. I know the connection still works sometimes, but it's a lot better than what it was like when this was recorded, for example. So P5 here, I think I'm glad I didn't strafe that because my teammates are close. I was about to say, what am I doing? I think a lot of the problem I have here, I'm getting very focused on hill or red dot in the map, and I'm very tunnel visioned in what I'm doing. I'm not checking corners particularly check nowadays. That lag, or was that just me being a bot? I don't know. Let me know. See, against good players, I'm dead there. Okay, what? That was lag. I did lag there. I'm just taking silly gunfights. That's all it is. So I think it's safe to say my aiming's improved, my game sense is improved, my rotations have improved. Yeah, there's a lot of things I've improved on here. I used to be able to hang with the big guys here. It just shows how low the skill gap was. I mean, I'm lagging all over the place right now. I think that's, to be fair, I think the fact that they've sort of fixed a lot of the lag issues has enabled me to be able to hit the high ranks like Challenger and Master consistently. More recently, but back in the time it was rough. It was rough. But I don't think we win here. No, we don't win here. For whatever reason, my lag, I must look at my ping. It just went up to 150. 150. And bear in mind, throughout this whole thing, I haven't really changed my internet. I did get a new router just to try and help out. That really didn't affect much. Close the game out here. We've got a couple of people in here. We should win this out. Yeah, I think I played well. As I say, there's a couple of things I could have worked on. Well, I have worked on, like my aim, my sensitivity, my game awareness, my rotation knowledge, playing smart with my head, and being not so tunnel visioned. But yeah, I think I played alright here. It wasn't too bad, but as I say, I think it helped that I had game balance to play before ranked actually came out to warm me up a little. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a bit different. And yeah, take care, enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.